We are a few episodes into Max's Penguin series, which focuses on Oswald Cobblepot's ascension through the world of organized crime within the toilet that is Gotham City. Now, if I spontaneously break into my horrible impression of Oz's accent in this video, you're just gonna have to deal with that, alright? Canonically, the series follows the Riddler's attack on Gotham City that takes place at the end of Matt Reeves' The Batman. The central focus is on the power vacuum in the world of organized crime that follows the death of Carmine Falcone at the hands of the Riddler. Now, from this chaos, we're introduced to the character of Sofia Falcone, the daughter of Carmine Falcone and the sister to the recently murdered Alberto Falcone. Sofia, within this world, is already a feared figure, having recently been released from Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane and declared rehabilitated. Sofia is said to be a serial killer who targeted women, and her general presence makes just about everybody she interacts with uncomfortable. Except for me. I can fix her. So today I bring to you guys the complete history of Sofia Falcone, otherwise known in the comics as the Hangman. And I am so sorry that you guys have to see my face in this video today, but I am very excited to announce that we have officially partnered with GamerSupps. Now, we're excited to be partnering with GamerSupps because they were already on our radar before we even started this partnership, and they just make a quality product that we already enjoyed. Now, I personally am a bit of a caffeine addict and a health nut, which is a horrible combination. Anybody who follows me on social media knows that I am a powerlifter. They call me Thickless. But GamerSupps has helped me kick some of my dependency I had on both pre-workout as well as random gas station energy drinks, which is just basically poison in a can. And this is just better for you because it doesn't have all the filler and additives and dangerous mystery chemicals that the other one has. It just has nootropics, caffeine, and great flavor. Now, personally, my favorite flavor so far has been the Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, but I keep that at my office with me. But when I'm at home and I want to kind of wind down and I don't want the caffeine, I've actually really enjoyed Incel Tears. These are priced affordably already, but with our code you'll save 10%, but that is not all. For 48 hours after this video goes live, you can use our promo code to get a free sample pack on their website, and you won't even have to pay for shipping. Just put the sample pack in the cart and you're good to go, and then if you like what you try, then you can use our code later to get a 10% discount on it. And our code is good for a while. Like I said, we're partnered with them now, so we'll have all kinds of cool stuff to show you guys in the future. Thanks again to GamerSupps, and let's get back to today's video. Sofia Falcone made her comic book debut in issue 6 of Batman The Long Halloween by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. The Long Halloween and its follow-up Dark Victory are two of the best Batman stories ever written in my personal opinion, and they are both fairly well known, so I'm only going to loosely break them down, but I do really hope that you check them out for yourself. The Long Halloween is a miniseries that takes place during the early days of Batman's crime-fighting career and focuses on a year-long period where members of various crime families within Gotham are targeted by a mysterious serial killer named Holiday. Holiday is focused on killing various gangsters within the Gotham criminal underworld and sowing the seeds of chaos, but their underlying motives aren't exactly clear. Batman, Harvey Dent, and Jim Gordon investigate the killings, which coincide with holidays throughout the year. Sofia Falcone is incarcerated before the events of Batman The Long Halloween due to her involvement with the criminal activities of the Falcone crime family. Sofia has a complicated relationship with her father, who she desperately seeks approval from, but she's also significantly more aggressive and impulsive than he is. Sofia was also previously married to a man named Rocco Gigante, and her last name in the series is Gigante, but Rocco's never actually seen, neither are her two kids. It is heavily implied that Carmine gets Sofia released from prison early, and he immediately enlists her help to start investigating the Holiday killings. Sofia in the comics is also significantly larger than her live-action counterpart. You know, she's shown to be a little bulky, a little thick, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's how we like them, fellas. Sofia's presence in The Long Halloween is used sparingly. She spends the majority of the series following up on various leads, attempting to find out who Holiday is, believing it may be Harvey Dent for a period of time or someone else in the crime families. Eventually, it's revealed that Holiday was actually Alberto Falcone, who had faked his death earlier in the year on New Year's Eve. Kinda. See, Alberto Falcone does take credit for the killings, and he certainly takes a beating for them from Batman, but all the pieces don't really fit, specifically that he's kind of a coward. While Alberto is not necessarily the person that actually completed the killings, he does, for the majority of these two series, claim to be the Holiday Killer, and he goes to jail specifically for them. And it's theorized that his underlying motivation for claiming credit was the response for a lifetime of neglect by his father, Carmine. Throughout the series, Harvey Dent was repeatedly accused of being the Holiday Killer, and as a byproduct of that accusation, he's disfigured by Sal Maroni, who believed that Harvey, acting as Holiday, was responsible for his father, Lou Maroni's, death. This causes Harvey to snap, creating Two-Face as he assembles an all-star group of Batman's rogues to assault the Falcone crime family in retaliation at their family penthouse. Batman arrives in time to stop the majority of the villains in a brutal assault, but not before Two-Face is able to execute Carmine in front of Sofia. Sofia attempts to attack Two-Face but is restrained by Catwoman and in the chaos falls out of the window to her presumed death. She isn't dead, don't worry. However, to tie up the long Halloween, it is eventually revealed that Harvey's wife Gilda Dent was responsible for the early holiday killings, attempting to kill off key members of the Falcone crime family to lighten Harvey's caseload so that they could be together more often and even have a child. It's also heavily implied that Two-Face also committed some of these murders as well. Gilda's never seen again. She goes into hiding, burning all of the evidence that she was ever the holiday killer in the first place. The follow-up, Batman Dark Victory, features far more of Sofia than The Long Halloween. She later returns in this series miraculously alive but bound to a wheelchair and disfigured. Upon coming back to Gotham, she plans a full frontal attack on Arkham on Halloween night in an attempt to kill Two-Face, who she obviously hates for killing her father and wrecking her crime family. Alberto Falcone, the man believed to be the Holiday Killer, was released from jail as part of a plea deal and released into the custody of his brother, Mario Falcone, who was desperately trying to rebuild the Falcone family image. Alberto is placed under house arrest at the Falcone family estate. But history starts to repeat itself, I tells ya. People start getting murdered again on holidays in Gotham. Except now, it's all people tied to Harvey Dent before he had turned into Two-Face. First, the chief of police is hung from the bridge in Gotham and pinned to his chest is a note with a depiction of a hangman on it. Later, the former police commissioner that Harvey Dent worked prominently with was also murdered in his home. More and more allies of Dent begin to die, and all with clues of the hangman's game pinned to their chests. Slowly but surely, anybody that was close to Harvey Dent during his rise to stardom as Gotham's DA became a target of this new serial killer nicknamed the Hangman. The clues left on bodies all have to deal with the justice system and were all written on old case files of Harvey Dent, leading people to believe that Harvey was the Hangman. At this point, Gordon and Batman are kinda stumped. Gordon ends up assembling a team of covert GCPD detectives to hunt the Hangman, believing these killings could be tied to Alberto Falcone or Two-Face or whoever. They don't know. The general population still believes that Holiday was Alberto Falcone. Ultimately, it's proven that Two-Face isn't Hangman when Gordon is actually hung from his neck but saved by Harvey at a time where another murder was actually occurring to one of Harvey's allies. And you can't be in two places at the same time. Alberto's the next prime candidate, but he's under house arrest and having his own issues. He's being tormented by the voices of his dead father in his bedroom, guiding him towards murder again. He actually believes that these voices he hears are his deceased father and that he can still earn his respect. But this video is about Sofia, so let's go back to her for a second. The first person that starts to suspect that Sofia isn't quite as helpless as she seems is the Joker, who goes on a rampage on Mother's Day against the Falcones and Maronis, working in league with Two-Face. He pushes Sofia down the stairs under the assumption that she can indeed walk, and even offers her a chance to kill him before being shot by Alberto. Later, Gordon tracks down Two-Face and other villains in the sewer and is successful in arresting him, but another of his agents dies in the process by the Hangman. Their success in capturing Two-Face is short-lived, as it turns out that Two-Face wanted to be captured because during his trial, all of the evidence against him for everything was located in one spot, and a cabal of villains helps break him out and steal all that evidence. We eventually learn that Alberto is being manipulated by Two-Face as well, through Calendar Man, who's a bit jealous that Holiday has usurped him as the #1 dates-based killer in Gotham, but also he's acting as the voice of Carmine Falcone, trying to manipulate him on behalf of Two-Face. Batman, with the help of a change of perspective from the recently adopted protege Dick Grayson, analyzes the patterns of the Hangman's murders, recognizing that the victims are all tied to the Falcone crime family and that Sofia has both the motive and means to get to these people. Sofia views her brother as a liability and smothers him to death using a pillow while they're in hiding, and then sets out to kill Two-Face once and for all. She uses the gas lines in Gotham to set fire to the town and Two-Face's sewer base. Sofia has Two-Face hung and basically dead to rights before Batman arrives to save him from the noose. While Batman gets the drop on her, Sofia does have some hands, and she does get a couple good shots in on Batman before Two-Face shoots her in the head, killing her. Ultimately, Two-Face and the other villains are defeated and the murders end. At the end of the issue, Two-Face and the rest of the villains, including the Joker, are stopped and the dynamic duo of Batman and Robin is officially began. And the death of Sofia Falcone also pretty much marks the end of the Falcone crime family. Sofia's death at the hands of Two-Face is kind of ironic. Two-Face, formerly Harvey Dent, embodies the duality of justice and vengeance. His transformation from a prosecutor to a criminal reflects the moral ambiguity present in Gotham. Sofia, who often operated outside of the law and engaged in ruthless power plays, ends up meeting her end at the hands of somebody who was once a beacon of justice through a ruthless murder. Thank yous guys for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot, and if you did, remember, like and subscribe, do all that other crap that them YouTubers ask you guys to do out there. This has been this has been Nick from Key Issues. Thanks again for watching, and remember the motto, it's Key Issues over everything, but keep your mouth shut. Don't tell anybody about that, you know what I'm saying?